Hello everybody, my name is Dude and welcome to Romance Detective 2. This is an unfinished game by Nami. It's the sequel to Romance Detective 1, obviously, so... A lot of the art... Yeah, hello, you're about to play Romance Detective 2, an unfinished visual novel that has been in development for about 22 months, during which time I had made and released 6 other, mostly pretty short, games in its stead. The story is complete aside from a few short scenes left unwritten, and you'll see a lot of sketches in place of final art. It's at least presentable and a satisfying experience despite lacking polish. There we go, thank you Nami. Can I click? There we go. So here's the reason it's being released in this state. My writing partner for this story, the person this project is mainly dedicated to, has been out of my life since the end of 2015. It's made it difficult for me to stay invested in the idea. Of course, I'd love for it to be the fun and cool game that everyone's been waiting almost 2 years to play, but that pressure is also what keeps me from ever wanting to work on it. Oh. I thought for a long time that the only thing I could do was keep finishing little things little by little whenever I could, and eventually I'd be done. But despite feeling so close to the end for so long, I had to fight myself to get anything done. I just ended up feeling like, what's the point of working on something I don't enjoy anymore? Ugh. So I decided I need to free myself. Romance Detective 2 is finally released, and I have no intention of returning to it. I want to keep moving forward. With all that context in mind, I hope you'll enjoy this anyway. I'm sorry that this is all I could do. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I'm sure it's okay. Now we're at a museum. Aw. Why did I give Romance Cop? No, I don't think I gave her a voice. I gave Romance Detective the spy. Right. Hey detective, do you know why I brought you here today? If you mean to say there was a reason other than to appreciate the beautiful works of art displayed on these walls, then no. I am not aware of what that might be. I'll give you a hint. Guess what today is? And now that you mention it, this is where we first met 1 month ago. That's right. It's like an anniversary date. You've certainly grown into your romance title. I'm honored to hear that from the lovely Romance Detective. What happened, but why? Is the gas still there? Do we need to air out the place? Do you plan on this this theme exhibit being featured as well? No. Actually, that was an unfortunate coincidence. Unfortunate? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, roses have been kind of ruined for me since that case. They are bittersweet, I suppose. How so? As they certainly cause a great deal of trouble, we might not have met otherwise. Never thought of it that way before. I guess that makes this a romantic coincidence. Never say that again. Let's take a closer look at all this art. You gotta have the full experience. That you do. Oh, we can clicky stuff. You can click on, let me guess, is red your favorite color? I suppose it's crimson to be specific. Hell yeah! What? They are hard. It's very alluring. No wonder you'd be drawn to roses, huh? I mean, aside from being named after them. Roses are a symbol of romance and beauty. I'd always admired them as such. So now, I no longer feel the need to carry one with me as proof of my devotion to romance. Yeah, you're beautiful without the help of any silly flower. You're turning your favorite color. Now, enough of that! Picture. Still doesn't know how to respond to... Oh, did I click on you accidentally? Yes, I did. Picked up a leaflet to take home. Cool. Was that all? So, after this I was thinking we could go to... What did I give... Well, whatever. They're a rich person now. Come here, Romance Cop! Oh, it's the chief. These could be urgent. Romance Cop and Romance Detective here. You need us for anything, Chief?
I know you're off duty today, but there's got a few things that need to be taken care of. Things have been unusually busy lately, so you're the only ones I can count on.
Could it be crimes against romance? Go ahead, Chief, we're listening.
First and foremost, it seems like a punk teenager went on a vandalism spree and ruined some school property, among other things. I want you two to go to investigate.
Wouldn't that fall under the school resource officer's jurisdiction?
What? Why would a middle school need something like that?
I thought every school had its own police officers. At least the ones I went to did. Guess it's different in level 1. Romance Cop, what kind of city did you come from? A normal one?
Not aside, just head over to the Snapdragon Riddle School. The vice principal will fill you in on the details. On the other thing, we've got an escaped convict on board.
Who? Escape what? Shouldn't you brought that up first? Yeah! Why did you not bring that up first?
He's dangerous, I don't think. But you should probably find the guy anyway. So drop by when you can, and I'll show you his mugshot so you know what to look for.
Understood. Thank you, Chief.
No problem. I'm always happy to have the romance duel on the case.
Please don't call us that.
Oh, don't be so shy, romance cop. See you two later.
I'm not the shy one. Now, see. What were you about to say before the Chief called us? I just wanted to go to the park after this, but now it looks like we'll be busy. Worry not, romance cop. I'm sure we'll have plenty of future opportunities to spend our quiet, peaceful days at the park. Ow! Why did I do that? Is this really okay with you? We were supposed to have the whole day off. So we're on the job or not, what truly matters is our time spent together. What I mean is, it's nothing to fret over. Our city needs us. Agreed. Alrighty then, let's decide what to do first. Vandalism case or the escaped convict. Leaves that entirely up to you. It's... convict. I want more info on whoever broke out of our little jail. Just can't imagine why the chief was so calm about it. I'm curious as to know what kind of criminal we're dealing with. If he was able to escape, it's possible he's a professional. Or he got lucky, I don't know. Our jail is always so empty. Surprised there was anyone in there to break out in the first place. Anyway, let's go. Well, maybe that's how they broke out. There was no guards. I mean, if there's nobody in the jail usually, then there's probably very lax security and they just kind of slipped out of the bars. Was Papyrus on duty?
You ladies got here fast. Don't expect anything less from my two favorite members of the force.
I must remind you, I do not qualify as an official member. However, the sentiment is appreciated. Chief, I have to ask, why are you wearing an eye patch? Is today some kind of pirate-themed holiday I don't know about?
Oh, this? Lost my eye, no big deal.
What? Are you okay?
Lighten up, romance cop, I was joking. Just got a little banged up last night, you know? Our, jailbreak friend.
Did he punch you out during his escape?
Oh, no, nothing like that. Sometimes so quietly, no one even noticed he was missing until this morning. Now, the eye patch is what got him arrested in the first place.
Can you please tell us the whole story from the beginning? The way you've been explaining this feels like you're trying to give me a heart attack. It appears Romance Cop has not yet grown accustomed to your peculiar sense of humor, Chief. Please go easy on her in the future. And maybe explain things. That'd be good.
Yeah, sorry about that. You shouldn't worry about me, though. I'm extremely robust for my size.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll start here. This is our guy.
Here's your copy of the mugshot.
Told him we didn't really need to bother with photos, since he wasn't really being arrested, but he was very insistent that they follow proper procedure.
Why would anyone want to go through all this?
So what happened was, we were both at the sports bonding watching the game, right? I happened to be sitting next to him. It was an intense game, so of course when our team scored, the whole bar got really worked up. So suddenly an elbow got me right in the eye. Got a pretty good hit on me and I stumbled backwards into some chairs. It must have looked a lot worse than it felt because there was a whole crowd of people surrounding me asking if I was alright. This guy, Perp, was all in my face apologizing over and over. I kept telling him it wasn't his fault and I was totally fine, but he wasn't having it. I guess someone shouted, "Hey, that's the chief of police you just assaulted, bro," which really only made the guy even more panicked. Things escalated and he ended up on his knees begging me to lock him up for the night so he could make up for what happened. It was pretty ridiculous. Even though everyone there agreed it was clearly an accident, we just wouldn't let it go.
What?
The only way the night was going to end was if me taking him to jail. So I did what I had to and arrested the guy. The end.
So, why did he break out?
And who knows? Change of heart.
You're saying why we must capture this man. Without spending his full night in jail, he can never atone for his mistake.
Well, like I said, I never held it against him in the first place. But he shouldn't have made such a big deal out of it if he wasn't going to follow through all the way.
A strange guy. So does he finally mind demanding an explanation? I just want to know what the fuck? Why? I mean, they're okay with it. Charges aren't pressed. You don't have to go through all that if charges aren't pressed. I'm pretty sure the police chief did not press charges.
You know how that goes. I'm here to have any other questions.
Hold on, before we go, I wanted to ask to change my uniform. Or wanted to change my uniform.
I'm really glad I paired you two up. That girl was so uptight when she first got here. With you around, she's much more relaxed.
Is that so?
It's all thanks to you working those new romance detective charms. But really, Rose, thanks for always helping out.
There is no need to thank me. After all, it is my mission in life to carry out romantic justice. Ow. I need to seriously stop doing that. That's actually hurting.
Of course. You know, it's really nice seeing you around more often.
You don't realize you previously longed for my company.
We're friends, aren't we? I just figured you were always off doing your lone wolf thing. Important romance cases to solve and whatnot.
Perhaps the three of us should go out sometime. I would like to make up for the years of neglect you have suffered.
Well, good to me. I gotta do the boss thing and tell you it ain't happening until your work's done.
And we will be swift. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm ready to go. Yay. Perfect timing, Romance Cop. Let us proceed.
I suppose you told me heading to school now.
Right. Should keep an eye out for Mr. Jailbreak on the way. We will solve both cases. In the name... No, not of love. So how's the school looking? You two must be from the police department. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Vice Principal Bell. I am a romance detective. This is my partner, Romance Cop. Heavens, I wasn't expecting to see the great romance detective for something like this. You're a duo now. How exciting. My partner and I appear wherever we are needed. For romantic justice, I kinda need to slam my fist into my chest for this. Yep, no crime is too small for this team. Apparently. Such as a runaway convict who really shouldn't have been in there in the first place. So please, give us the rundown, man. What happened here? Well, we had a group of students decorating a food stand for the big spring festival in order to raise money for the school. They were gonna sell baked goods, same as every year. But apparently some took issue with that, because they decided to sabotage the whole stand. And with me. This is what it looks like as of last night. It's very colorful. Used to be much cuter, if you ask me. Students only have today and tomorrow to fix it up and make it presentable. I'd like to catch the little troublemaker as soon as possible before they have the chance to do something like this again. Did you two find out who did it? Leave it to us. What exactly is wrong with it? All this graffiti. This child is very talented. Now's not the time to be impressed, Detective. Though it does look kind of cool, they didn't have permission to use this as their personal canvas. There's a poem here. Master, you're right as hell, I'm bad as hell. Without you, I'm sad as hell. Whoever wrote this poem would be better off sticking to painting. It's kind of cute, though, for a middle schooler. So, someone likes this Aster person. Cute. This bit of writing certainly deserves more praise than that. It has excellent rhythm. Comparison to hell is indeed to mean exceedingly, but it also serves to emphasize the author's state of being in the absence of this Aster character. Brilliant. Okay, but poems are supposed to rhyme. I mean, I guess it does, but you can't just end all the lines the same. That's cheating. The rules do not apply to poetry, Romance Top. There are only guidelines. Not to bind words, but to provide a framework for conveying greater meaning. Well, I still think it's cheating. Me too! The fuck, man? I'll work on your apparent issues with appreciating poetry another time. These well-constructed words have granted us a few clues. Right, looks like our culprit has a crush on Aster, whoever that is. We could ask the vice principal, who's probably around there. Okay, cool. Does anyone at this school go by the name Aster? Well, yes, but... Your little Aster would never be involved in something like this. Besides, she's the one who oversaw the project in the first place. It's part of her job as student secretary. I'm not accusing her of anything. Could you please let us talk to her? She might be able to point us in the right direction. Well, I suppose. Is she here at the school today? Yeah, she has perfect attendance. Classes are just about to be let out, so would you like to let me bring her in here? Sure, go ahead. Apparently we're interrogating a little girl. You're mad, right? So start yelling. Ooh. You seem like the person. Just a thought there, kid. What did that accomplish? I see no point in it. What are you, a robot? Normal people would shout at someone who wrecks their stuff. Different people express their emotions in different ways. But you never express anything. Just wish you'd react sometimes. Yeah, that kid, that punk. I'm calling it now. That's the guy. Master, there you are. There's two nice ladies here from the police department that'd like to speak with you about what happened. Alright. Hello? Hello, Aster. I'm Officer Chris, and this is my partner, Romance Detective. We have a few questions concerning... We have a few questions for you concerning this graffiti. I don't know anything about it. Well, I promise this won't take very long. Present what? I can present stuff? I can present items. What? Oh. Oh, we're going Ace Detective on this. Or Ace Attorney on this. Present this. This poem here, doesn't it remind you of something? Like a love letter, maybe? I think the culprit is referring to me. Yes. Do you have any secret admirers? They wouldn't be secret if I knew about them. She has a point, Romance Cop. Fine, never mind. You know who did it? Is there anyone who you know who might be responsible for this? No, I don't think so. Even the smallest hint could be helpful to us. If I did happen to see something, I wouldn't have any proof. I'd rather not make any baseless accusations against my classmates. So, did you see something? No, nothing. You didn't see anything, really? Like, what's this? James' current info, the paintings are... no. That's useless. Of course she didn't do it, I'm sure. Said you didn't see anything, but I'm not quite convinced. Please tell us where you were when the crime took place. I was in the library until sundown. The librarian can confirm my alibi for you. There's no need. Your answer has given away a crucial fact as a case. A crucial fact? And what would that be? Do you have knowledge of when the vandalism occurred? What? Why are you hiding this? This is your stand. Or did you not hide this and you just kind of forgot to mention that information? Don't do that to cops. Or at least nice cops. We weren't sure if it happened after school or not, but you just confirmed that for us. Your reasoning is flimsy. I only assumed that was when it took place because the perpetrator would have been in class otherwise. You're certain it was a student who did this. Again, that should be obvious. I can't imagine a member of the faculty destroying student work in such a way. And that poem could have only been written by someone around my age. So you agree that the poem is lame. Earlier I couldn't convince the detective at all, but at least I've got you backing me up on this now. I didn't say it was lame. Your simple approach to writing is rather compelling. Huh? I misspoke. You're not wriggling your way out of this one. Tell us what you know. I really have nothing to say. As I told you before, there's no proof. Then why try to hide it from us? I could be mistaken. You don't want to let your friend get in trouble, do you? Oh no, we aren't exactly friends, but it would be unfair of me to make accusations based on what could be a coincidence. That's why I lied. You really shouldn't lie to the police, but either way, you aren't gonna tell us who you're talking about until there's proof. Is that how it is? Yes, please understand. We'll forget you said anything. Detective, I will tell you one thing now. If it really was her, she'll be back again tonight. The culprit's going to strike again so soon? How do you know? Call it intuition, I suppose. Oh, hold a stakeout. Master, could you at least give us a time frame of when the culprit might strike? This time they won't have the cover of an empty classroom. After dark would be a safe bet. Great. Let's hope they do come back tonight so we can catch them in the act. Are you worried? No. Vandalism is wrong. Whoever is behind this should be caught. That's right. Crimes, especially those committed in the name of love, must not go unpunished. Love. May I ask a question? What? You two are partners, correct? That's right. In a professional and romantic sense. Romance cop, please refrain from shouting such embarrassing things. Oops, sorry. I see. Interesting. Well, if we're finished here, I'm going to go home now. Good luck with your stakeout. And thank you for your cooperation! What's left now is to wait. Perhaps it wouldn't hurt to search for that escaped convict. Perhaps. I don't have any clues to where he might be, but wouldn't mind wandering around for a while with you. Ah, that's adorable. I'm gonna save here, though. I will continue this later on. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe for more. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you to T-Cower, Shro, and Leviel for supporting me on Patreon this month, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye! Well, I get armor from... Armor? I get armor from this hat there. I don't know why. Let's go to Paris. Let's just continue on to Paris. That's a good idea, I hope. The Palace Holdier.